friends, it's Michelle from Little Farm in the Valley. So today we had the privilege of touring a local honey place, Albrecht's Angel Honey. It's about 15 minutes from here, so not very far. And we were actually part of a pretty big tour group. There were, I don't know the exact number of people, but a lot of people and a lot of kids. So it was very difficult to get good video clips because of all the noise, and a lot of times there were people, you know, unbeknownst to them, blocking the camera or whatever. So I had to delete a lot of stuff, but it'll just kind of be giving my viewers a little bit of a glimpse, a little bit of a snippet into what it's like to tour a local honey extraction place and give you a little bit of a glimpse as to what our tour was like. If you've never seen anything like honey extraction, it is pretty neat. It's pretty neat to see. And Jason and Heather Albrecht do such a great job out there. They've built quite a place from the ground up, and I think they do such a great job at doing these tours and educating people on bees and honey, and it's so fascinating. So I just thought I would give my viewers a little bit of a glimpse into what it's like. So, you know, it's not going to be the best video you've ever seen as far as the background noise and all that goes, but we did the best we could. So here is a glimpse into our day touring Albrecht's Angel Honey. So we are at Albrecht's Angel Honey today. This is the honey farm, and we're gonna take a tour. The boys are all excited and ready to go. Beautiful place, beautiful building. I can't wait.
Attracted because if it's cool, you guys know how fast honey can flow.
Oh yeah.
Really slow. So when you warm it up, it helps it flow faster. So it stays in there for 2 days. We warm the honey, and then our crew over there extracts it. When you go upstairs, you can watch the extracting process, see how they do it, and then after that, it comes over here to a tank, and we fill it in our barrels. Right now, we sell it in 55-gallon barrels, and we have it stacked up over there. That's all of this year's honey crop so far. The canoe on top is just for fun.
So this is honey from this year's harvest. It's from, you said May to right now we're in September. So that's a lot of honey.
He's going to be coming this. So as you can see down there, that is our extracting crew. And so as the honey gets warmed in the hog room, the workers will bring a pallet of honey over one at a time, and they'll take each box full of honey, just like this one over on the table. It holds 9 frames of honey. So each box can get to about 50 pounds of honey per box. But right now it's towards the end of the season, so it's not always full. But in the beginning of the season, they were full boxes. So on the conveyor belt down here, you'll see percentage of water. So when they gather the nectar, it has a high water content, and it'll just run out, and it'll also ferment. So what the bees do when they gather the nectar, they put it in those honeycombs, and then they take their wings and they fan it, and they dehydrate the honey. So that way, when it is ready to cap, it's down to 18% water content. And when it's at 18, it won't ferment. It'll last for thousands of years. So it would stay in the honeycomb. So it has to get scraped off. So as it goes down the conveyor belt, the next person looks to make sure that all the honeycombs are decapped. If not, he has a little comb that rakes it and gets that opened up. They load it into those metal baskets, and you can fit, it'll hold that over there in the metal floor tank until it gets full. And as you can see, the motor is on in the back. So it's pumping the honey out of that floor tank up the plumbing, the great pipes that go up and over the ceiling and across and over down and into a 1,000-gallon tank. So once it's over there and that gets full, then we start filling the barrels. Into this and circular tank, and it spins, and the honey gets extracted out of that, and then we have a powdery wax left over. So the crew will come over after that has dried. They'll take a shovel and scoop out all of the wax cappings, put it in a barrel, and then we'll filter that and refine it.
Can I ask a quick question?
Then it'll become this yellow, nice yellow color. Cool. And then you can smell it. I don't know, this one has much wax or honey smell still left, but yes.
What exactly is honey? Do they eat the pollen and regurgitate it? Is that what that is?
No, they have what is called a honey stomach, separate from their digestive system.
Oh.
And they have like a straw type mouth, and they suck up the nectar from the flowers, bring it back to the hive, they'll put it into the honeycomb, and then they have an enzyme that will turn it from nectar into honey. So they add that enzyme to the nectar.
So they suck it in and they spit it back out.
But it's a separate
stomach.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And they also gather pollen. They have furry bodies and legs, and the pollen will stick to them, and that has a lot of protein and nutrients in it too. So they will eat the pollen and the honey as their food source.
That's very interesting. I never really knew.
Yes, most people don't. So, yeah.
Bees.
Wait, if you ever make bread and make like a sourdough bread, they say not to use honey because it'll kill the natural yeast enzymes in there, and you won't get fermented natural yeasty bread. But you can make candles with it. You can make soap lotions. Right now, we sell it to a weed supply company, and they will spray the frames that we do. That way they have started beeswax on it. We also have an observatory hive down here. You can try to locate the queen. She is not marked, so it'll be a little bit harder to find her. We haven't found her yet. But look on both sides. She is bigger than the others. Let me grab the book and I can show you what.
How about I crouch down and then you watch? How about that? I'll crouch down
We're
and
able
watch.
to get that done yet.
There's some over here.
So each hive has one queen in it. And then it has thousands of worker bees. Does anyone know what the worker bees are? Are they boys or girls?
Hold on, you with my broken
They
toenail.
are not. And the way that they do that is they take any of the eggs that she has already laid and they make a larger cell for her to grow in. All the worker bees could become a queen bee if she has a larger circular cell to grow in, so she can make her reproductive organs. So a hive in nature would grow another queen just from the eggs that they have in their own hive. But because it's costly to us to lose a hive that way, we raise queens in Texas and we graft them when they're in the very small egg stage. So if you look here, you can see there's it's like the size of a grain of salt or a grain of rice. And what we'll do when we're in Texas, we will graft a queen, which means we'll take a little metal utensil, grab that little egg cell out of the worker bee size cell and put it in a larger circular cell so it can grow and become a queen bee. And it takes about 21 days for a queen bee to grow. And before it hatches, we'll take that queen bee cell and put it in a hive that doesn't have a queen, and it will hatch into that hive, and then the bees will accept it as their own, and she'll start laying eggs after she goes out for her breeding cycle. I have little, when we're done extracting, we will load them up on semis and send them down to Texas. If we left them here, if bees were here naturally in the winter, you would lose most of your hives because of the coldness. They wouldn't be able to stay warm, they'd starve too. This area is well over 100 around here. So, getting them from 30 to 50 but the majority of it is.
So that was a little glimpse into our tour. It was a whole lot of fun. I highly recommend if you ever have a chance to tour a honey place, go for it. It is a one-of-a-kind experience. So on this photo here, there's some information on how to reach people at Albrecht Angel Honey. If you would like to order some products or set up a tour, go ahead and take a screenshot and save that on your phone. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss a video, and we will talk to you soon.